Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. They're just about ready to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He's looking for an open man on second down. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Morris. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Fires downfield. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down here for the offense. Wide out in motion. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Matthews. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling to catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First down and 10. They're going to throw it again. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
It's second down.
After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Don't forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. A first down for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Zings it complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. On the run, it's Morris. Quick step and go. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
1st and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone for a touchdown. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. And off from the shotgun. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Motion from the offense. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Going up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter of space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The aerial assault continues. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The run from the shotgun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Escapes trouble. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds his man. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to keep the field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Got him downfield, and he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because
he's in for the score. Touchdown.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The offense set for a first down play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, and after the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays, he decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense on balance?
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's got it. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Jet sweep to the receiver. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I love jet sweeps because it puts so much pressure on defenses with their eye discipline. It's really hard for these linebackers and DBs and defensive ends to locate a really fast receiver, cutting across the formation so quickly, getting the handoff. And you see that time he's able to use the speed to go get the first.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Makes the grab outside. It's Smith. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Allen. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes the easy catch and weaves his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Baxter. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And now this offense will take the field again. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He'll pull it on the read. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Coming after him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll start this drive at their own 48. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They're going to run it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? At the 35, he's loose. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Tackled immediately after the catch.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
2nd down coming up. Trying to move them on the counter. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense getting set for first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the catch down the right side. He's loose. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
And that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
That's a live ball. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got him wide open. Open runway ahead. And he's got a touchdown. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you get hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Dances away. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of 1st downs, now out close to midfield. Card in the backfield. It's Ross. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. With the catch, it's Baxter. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Baxter. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
Man, a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Backed up just inside their own 20. It's 2nd and 9 from the 19. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side. And he's running in the open. Touchdown!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they stay on target with the extra point of 35-21. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it with a flair, a 77-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to go up top on first down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team.
He wants to throw here on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback adapting. Going to try to get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Picked off. Bringing it back. Inside the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to pass it on second down. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw on third down. Scrambling away. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just about a half minute to play in the first half. It's 1st and 10. He lets it fly. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Now on second down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He'll come out throwing on first down. Keeps looking downfield. At the 45 on his way. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground. Incomplete pass.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On second down, he'll let it fly. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Unleashes one deep. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Defense. They'll decline the penalty, and the touchdown will count. The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Memphis. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down here for the offense. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Second down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
He's going to pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
Really need positive yards on second down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the ball's on the ground. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field and make plays for you.
They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads. You can tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
And an empty backfield here on second and short. Looking to throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Smith. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows what...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board. got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On first down, here comes this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Allen. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
And here comes the punt team.
On to kick it away.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him. And they've really featured this guy today.
Line getting set on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Good enough for a first down.
Fresh set of downs after the completion. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
He'll keep it himself. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got an open man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Fast motion from the offense. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Makes the catch and runs his way into the end zone for the touchdown. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got a little space. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And I'll tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Oh, what a cut! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Escapes trouble. That's caught. It's Matthews. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Wide receiver shows motion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, the ground game. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8.
Brought down at the 8-yard line. Third down coming up.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Third down play from the gun. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. He makes a grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense gets set for second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Picks up 6. And that's good enough for a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Moore. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. On the move, it's Morris. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Oh, he gave him the dead leg. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, giving him a tunnel to run through.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've got on second down. The give to the tailback. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Gain of 1. Third down coming up.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Buys a little time with his feet. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Mason. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. He'll start this drive firing. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Got a man, it's Ross. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on ton. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Still on the 35-yard line after that incompletion. Here comes 2nd and 10. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They try to pop a run on the draw. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He's looking to throw it. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They want that clock to run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. It's Allen. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Motion from the offense. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's open on the right. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Offense set on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he makes the grab along the sidelines, but a little too close to the sidelines. He's out of bounds. It's incomplete, and it's fourth down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires on the move. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Now second and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved to the 16. It's first and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the grab down the middle. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback's just going to take a knee.